Hi everyone. So I'm back. Again with no clue as to what I'm really doing. It's day whatever of COVID-19 2020. I just put Liviana down to bed and sang her a song. We went for a nice walk through the complex. And it's so crazy to have so many wonderful and horrible moments too. Parenting is riddled with more amazing moments than not, but the challenges are real and exist, and but it's funny to be going through all of this with her. And I was the youngest of four, so I never lived alone. I was never without. I mean, they didn't always play with me, so technically I can't say I was never without playmates, but at least I always had the potential of someone to be there with me or to ask to play pretend. And I'll admit that's been really hard with Livy. James and I always planned on having two, and I'm not sure if that's ever going to really happen. But we've been blessed enough that we have people in our lives who, we're close enough with that they're children of my heart, as much as, your parents will, and they will ever let me. They can all. Anyways, they're not stuck with me genetically, at least. Yeah, there are days where she's just desperate to play pretend, and that's one game that currently, for some reason, I struggle with. Now, granted, it might have to do with the repetition, where she's like, oh, I want to play Tooth Fairy, and okay, we're going to sleep, and then we're going to wake up, and here are the toys, and now we're going back to sleep. It's like 5-second long games that just playing, after the 25th time, I'm like, okay, I love you, but fudgicles. So I see her straining for that energy and that exploration that I'm trying so desperately to give. And just some days I can, some days I can't. And I'm not 5 years old, so I'm not able to give it in the way that she truly wants or needs. But it's funny, putting her to bed tonight, we always sing songs. I have since she was born. She usually gets a mummy song and a daddy song. And we've kind of gone through so many. We sing Radiohead and Depeche Mode, and some of my family, they were in a band. My siblings and my dad were in a band together. So some originals of theirs. And there's one that she asked for tonight, which she asked for just recently, but she hadn't in a long time. And it's a song that feels like it's sort of followed me my entire life. I'm pretty sure my aunts and uncles sang it when I was a kid. Every Sunday, or not every Sunday, but every Sunday after church, we would get together and they'd pull out the guitars and play. And I think this was one of the songs, along with American Pie and other great ones. And then, when we moved into a new phase of our lives with some kids around Livy's age, we started singing the song regularly to them. They were kind of the honorary triplets. It means a lot to me. And I this experience of COVID-19 2020, hopefully it's the only COVID-19. We won't need to put a year to it, because it'll be the only one. It really makes you think about family and what it means, and whether that is, or even includes, any genetic or adopted or chosen, or really it all comes down to chosen, or at least it should. There are people that we aren't able to choose who we grew up with to a certain extent. I mean, maybe, I'm forgetting some rare possibilities of how that might happen, but, we don't get to choose how we grow up in most cases. But we do have a choice in who we allow in our lives. And that doesn't mean the choice is easy, because sometimes the choice is to go, oh gosh, I love you with all of my heart and soul, but you destroy me, or you hurt me, or I hurt you. Or sometimes there is no one left for whatever reason, and all we have is our chosen family. And I feel like there's such a strange line existing in most people's minds between family and friend that for me has never existed, and I've gotten in trouble because I call people family and they take it as some burden, some expectation, something that I never meant it to be. To me, family they're the people who bring something to your life that you also feel either inside or from them, that you are giving something to them and you're willing to do it even if it hurts. The proverbial step into traffic, so to speak. And I just hope that one of the silver linings, if there really ever can be in this kind of a situation, can be that we all start finding our families or creating our families, and not just the ones created by DNA and circumstance, that it can be love and partnership and true friendship, because that's family. It's really just a friendship that, to me, you'll never lose. When you are my family, you will never lose me. If you reach out to me, no matter what fight we've had, or if it's been 20 years since I've seen you, you call me, I will be there. It's not that you have to come to my wedding. You don't have to tell me where you are 24/7. There's no expectation on that end. It's a giving of myself, not an expectation of you. That's for me what family means. And I wish more people had that. And more people knew how to create that for themselves or each other, or, I don't even know. It feels like we're doing so many things right in this world, and yet so many things wrong. And I don't know, I think that's one that could, at least from what I can see in my own life, maybe one that could use a little work. And maybe that's just mine. Anyways, the song that resonated, that my daughter asked for tonight, is called Helplessly Hoping. So for some reason I wanted to sing it for you guys tonight. So I hope you like it. Helplessly hoping, her harlequin hovers nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Heartlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries. Did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, and they are for each other. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cost. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost. And choking on hello. They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, and they are for each other. So there you go. That's my hubris for the night. Love you guys. Stay safe and sane.